Jason wants you to capture everything.
I'm all set.
Hey! Everybody! Hey, here! Maestro, if you will! You've probably all been wondering where I am. Well, the mystery is solved. I'm right here. It's not exactly in the flesh, but it is twice as big. So welcome to our little party. Please, everybody gather around and grab yourself some ringside seats, because I'm sure you're all dying to know what I've got in store for Lisa.
This is it. This is my big surprise.
Turns. Brought to you today by Oil of Olay, a life.
They help keep moisture in the center.
But first, a little history. Now bear with me, please, because I think this is going to be worth it.
Whatever you say, sweetheart.
I want to go back a few years, more years than I'm usually willing to admit, to when I was a young man, fresh out of med school, and I came here to do my internship at Memorial Hospital. You know, when I first came to Oakdale, it was a town that could be rather rough on outsiders, and that's exactly what I was, an outsider. And it seemed that everything about me, from my taste in sport coats, checks with fat lapels, to my first dress suit, which was brown, but my first wife kept telling me it was green, to my temper, which was rather quick in those days, rubbed someone the wrong way. And there are a few of you out there in the house who are not shy to let me know about it. But what the hell, I was desperate in those days. I was flat broke, and as I was finishing up my internship, I wanted to make my mark. I was hell-bent on it, and I wanted to do it right here in this town because the gauntlet had been thrown. I wanted to belong. I was pretty desperate. I was willing to do just about anything to make that happen. And I don't really want to get into some of the things that went on in those days, though I'm sure there are a few of you out there in the house who don't need to have your memory jogged. I desperately wanted to be accepted. But even more than your affection, I wanted your respect. It took me years. But you know, I think I finally got it. And it wasn't by hook or crook. It was by simply doing my job. Of being a good doctor. You see, I am a good doctor. It is the one thing in this world that I am absolutely certain about, that I would bet the ranch on, that I am a good doctor. And I cannot tell you the feeling of pride that I experienced when I was made Chief of Staff of Memorial. I like to feel that that hospital grew when I held the reins. I know that I certainly did. It was, it continues to be the high point of my medical life, of my professional life, of my career. And personally, I felt as though I had finally achieved that respect I had so recklessly and dangerously pursued in those early days. To coin a phrase, I felt as if I had it all. And then, overnight, it was all taken away.
Oh, Greg, look, I don't know why you're playing games with me, okay? But it's stupid, because I can't cause you any harm. It's dumb. Just leave me alone. Tell me what it is you want.
That's nice. But you know what, sweetie?
I was desperate.
I should have realized that.
Like, still, I know that it was a terrible thing for me to do to you.
I'm not saying I was wrong to get upset, but I should have thought, I should have remembered how I feel about you.
How long have you been thinking this way?
Since before you left. I went to the airport, but your plane had already taken off.
Mike, why didn't you tell me? One phone call and I would have come back here so fast.
No, I did call. More than once. I talked to Scott. Don't let that last remark alarm you. I certainly don't want this little history lesson to become a downer. In fact, one of the things I wanted to tell you is that as you sit there picking through the rubble of your life, you realize that there are indeed a few rewards in losing everything. It's a great learning experience. I took a crash course in friendships to which I will always be grateful. And since I have you all here tonight as a captive audience, I thought I might just take the opportunity to thank a few of you. For instance, Kim Hughes. I want to thank you for remaining my friend all these years, in spite of all the hell that we went through as a young couple. I know you sided with me in the trial, and that wasn't easy for you. I also want to thank you for being a class act in my life. You will always be. I want to thank my daughter, Margot Hughes. And God help her, she is my daughter. She's as stubborn as I am. She's as much of a fighter as I am. And I will never forget her fighting for me on the witness stand. I don't know what I did to be blessed with such a child. To her husband, Tom Hughes. You know, Tom, talk about fighting things out. If they gave a prize, you and I should get one for stamina anyway. You too sided with me in the trial. That was a great personal hurt for you, I know. I thank you. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I believe that you are not only the best man for my daughter, you're the only man for my daughter. I want to thank Dr. Robert Hughes, who can't be with us tonight. I'm not happy that he has my old job, but then if he didn't, then I would have to be out there covering this medical conference. So I want to thank him for freeing me up this evening. Bob, thank you. Thank you for standing by me as a doctor through these difficult times. No matter what you may think of me as a person, I thank you for that. And finally, I want to thank Lucinda Walsh, who carried on a one-woman crusade to get me reinstated at Memorial. And when we lost, it was murder, but what the hell? To see how much you cared, I'll never be able to tell you what it meant to me. Thank you. Thank you all for indulging me in this little trip down memory lane. You see, I did it because I think it's important that we all remember what we have been through together, especially in these recent months. I did it because I hope it will help you understand. Because you see, now it brings me to my lovely fiancée, Lisa. Lisa, my darling, this is for you.